Good morning from Abu Dhabi. Hope you're having an amazing day. It is stunning over here in Abu Dhabi. Yet another beautiful day. Can't wait to get out and enjoy the day. But before I do, we have to do a market update. As you can see on the screen here, we did get our 50 EMA break yesterday. So we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about what to expect next and what to be careful of. So if you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and turn the bell notification to on so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Now, there's two things I want to focus on today. Number one is the Dixie, because yesterday we were talking about this W formation and to expect price to come back for a potential reset or reversal. This is what has happened since that last update, which is so far is coming back for that W retest. That means that we want to make sure that the Dixie stays clear of this area right here. So as long as it's above it, or if it comes back into it, then we're going to be okay for a continuation of a trend, expecting a rise level 3 with a pullback first on Bitcoin and Ethereum, which I will get into closer in a second. But the moral of the story is if this is pulling back into here, then everything else has the opportunity to go up. But if it reverses here and then starts to move up, the move up on everything else is over and we're likely to come back down, which will be in time for midweek reversal. So whatever trades you might be in, if you're in a long position, just keep an eye on the Dixie. For as long as it continues down like this, your trade is okay. But if at any point it puts in a reversal signal, even if it's not this low, but if it puts in a reversal signal that creates a higher low, then that means it's likely to reverse and start heading up into this candle vector zone that we've been watching for some time, and also the 200 EMA. So as long as we're free of that, we're fine, but be watching for Dixie bounces now as a signal for you to exit long positions on other things that you might be in. So that brings us then to Bitcoin, and you can see that over this little move down here, that has allowed Bitcoin to make a move to the upside. We had our W formation here yesterday, which I mentioned on yesterday's update that it wasn't the safest option to take an entry on the second peak W, which is usually how I do take entries. But just because we had been trending down for so long and rejecting the 50 EMA every time, the safer option was to wait for a break of the 50 because we were in the midst of really bad news. So we got that break, we had a board meeting, and at this point in time, it looks like we've also had a level 2 rise, which means that if the model is going to play out as it normally does, then we should have one more rise coming. Now, when I look at the high block heat maps, which we also went over yesterday, I pointed out these large levels of liquidity up here that is likely for the market maker to come for at some point, and that's sitting at specifically around 16,900 to 17,300. So that's kind of the range. There is some underneath. They may decide to leave this alone because it is a fairly big move up. But at the end of the day, we know that we're now approaching rise level 3, and this is where you should be taking profits. Wherever the market maker decides to push price, they've got a lot from where price is right now all the way up to 17.3. At any point, if they decide to reverse before 17.3, they've taken what they really wanted to get. So just be careful of rise level 3. Don't assume that we're going to go up into this zone up here. Always be watching the candlesticks, and after you get your third rise, take your profit, especially because in this zone of liquidity here, we will come back to test last week's high of the week. So that would be a good target, but we may fall just short of it, as we often do that as well. What we need to worry more about when we get to level 3 is not so much price, but timing. The timing is the most important element when we are at level 3, because you have to start asking yourself, whatever trend you're in before level 3, what is going to be the news event that will cause the reversal? Because as we know, the market maker uses news events as an excuse to move the price in a direction, right? So if we're trending one way, usually very unlikely that for no reason we just reverse. So now we need to start looking to the news. And as we know, we have the FOMC meeting minutes coming up. That is Thursday, 6 a.m. Melbourne time, which is just under a day away, really. So that could be where the reversal comes in. We do have some other news events before then, so just watch out for all of these. But I kind of have my eyes on this FOMC meeting minutes one. So is it a case that the market market maker is just pushing price up into that FOMC. We should get a bit of a retracement potentially, or just a board meeting throughout Asia. As long as we stay above these 50 and 200 EMAs, we should expect continuation to the upside. So may we get that pullback today before we get the rise level 3 somewhere around the 16.9 kind of area. If we're very lucky, up into the 17.3, somewhere between there, but I wouldn't aim too high. And depending on the timing, if we get that third rise leading into that FOMC meeting minutes, that is where I would expect to see the midweek reversal. Now, if you are new to this method and you're wanting to learn it in detail, we do have a Black Friday sale going on right now. You can come and join any of our memberships. You get 50% off the first month. That is available for you now. After that, it reverts to normal price. But in the first class subscription is where we teach trading only. So we teach this entire model. All the education is there for you to watch. And you can also join the community, share your thoughts, and get access to our pro charts. And we also do many session opens as well, in addition to the ones that we do here on YouTube. If you're wanting to learn not just to trade, but also how to invest in crypto for the long term, Capital Club is the one for you. It includes courses on how to invest properly in crypto market cycles, as well as access to my personal portfolio when I'm buying, when I'm selling, etc. So if you're interested in that, the link to our website is in the description down below. It is simply just trade-travel-chill.club. Now let's look at the heat maps and see what's going on here. It does look like there's a lot of trading activity, which is kind of cool to see that coming back. I don't really see anything too significant above price that kind of has me thinking warning bells rejection right now. We do have the highest level is at 16,850. So if that stays there, that's going to be a level to watch. However, I would like to see these numbers kind of grow if we do get that level 3, because that will give me an idea that, you know, that is level 3 done with, and start looking for information reversals. The other thing too, again, always point this out, and hopefully you guys pay attention to it. I really enjoy when I see the very high level of long orders when we're trending up very close underneath the current price. So when I have a look at all of these orders down here, you can see we've got 788, 1.4, 1.1, 1.4, 878, 1.2, 1.8. So the highest level of long orders currently is at 16,450. And so that is very close to price, because price is 16,500 right now. And that means that people aren't waiting for a very big retracement. They're trying to push price up into this zone so that they can hopefully go through with enough power and strength to break through these sell orders. So I do like that. Let's see if that happens, but definitely keep an eye out on that 16,850 level. That might be as far as it pushes. So just be aware of that level. Reassess when you get there. It's not an automatic rejection yet, because as you know, these are only limit orders and they can be pulled at any time. Okay, let's take a very quick look at Ethereum whilst we're here. And Ethereum, same situation. The W formation was a little bit trickier on Ethereum. If anything, I would say we probably didn't really get a W, but we did get a 3 hits to the same level over 2 sessions, and that could have been a trigger there. I do like this final hit here came in with a fair amount of volume, so that was a good sign there. Broke the 50 as we wanted to, had a board meeting, level 2 happening now. Now we either retrace back to an EMA, or we just go into a board meeting for Asia, and we would be expecting one more rise. As far as targets, I kind of have my eye on this one here, simply because it lines up with the 800 EMA. So that's between 1185 and 1195. That would be a good level 3 target in my opinion. It would be a full recovery, or it would be a full recovery of this vector candle here, lining up with the EMA. All looks pretty good to me. Also, there's this retail trend line here that has run for quite some time that retail traders will be looking to short probably in that zone too. So eyes on that area. If retail are looking to short, just be careful of the market maker potentially issuing rise level 3 to break right through it. So don't have automatic shorts yet. Definitely wait for your M formations and only take the entry on the right trigger. If we do happen to break that and market maker does do that, then I would expect this level at 1210 to 1220 to be the level 3 target. But definitely watching this lower one first and reread the story that the candlesticks are telling me at the time. All right, guys, have yourselves an amazing day. I'm flying out tomorrow morning, which means I won't be able to do another update. So hopefully what I've given you in this video is enough to get you through a couple of days. Again, if you're you're wanting more regular updates, be sure to come and join us in the Discord, because I have a whole team there and they are doing regular updates all the time. They're answering your questions, things like that. So you don't have to wait to rely on me. There is a whole team in there who trades exactly the way that I do, and they are super highly talented and they will be more than willing to help you out. Be sure to hit subscribe, smash that like button, and turn the bell notification to all. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment also down below, and I will see you when I'm back in freezing cold Melbourne. Bye-bye.